Hello Ninja Warriors. So yes, today's session is going to be a very interesting session because we are going to solve 5 questions from our very own popular Eklavya batch. Okay. And you know what? I have seen those questions, and the moment I have actually picked the questions, and the moment I picked the questions, I have just realized that these questions are actually not very difficult questions. If I would tell you that what is the topic and what is the subtopic, you'll be like, okay, I am comfortable in this topic. I am a master of this topic, you can say. But you know what? There is some twist, some trick over here in this particular session, in all the questions, and your mind will be blown. One guarantee I can take, that is that your mind will be blown in such questions. Okay. Alrighty, yes. So make sure that you hit the like button, and can you please tell them fast? No, I am not going to tell you fast. See, this particular session, 5 questions, one by one we are going to solve. The agenda is that you are going to critically think every question. Okay. So without wasting any time, I am going to reveal it. Okay. So are we ready for the first question, by the way? Ready for the first question? And obviously the very first obvious question is, ma'am, how long the session is going to be? The session is going to be approximately 30 to 35 minutes. So 10:35-ish, 10:40. Okay, we are going to done with this session. And also some people might think that what is Eklavya? So Eklavya is nothing but a batch of JEE Advanced, which is going to be only for serious JEE Advanced aspirants. Okay, all right, yes. And I am going to tell you about the batch, overall batch, whatever. Some people have already enrolled, like Ibu is saying already enrolled. So I am going to tell about this batch after we are done with all the 5 questions. Okay, are we ready? So make sure the rules are very clear. Okay, first of all, I want your maximum attention. So just bring the water bottle with you, because no distraction. Then you have to bring your notebook and pen so that you can solve all the questions, and I will give you 5 minutes for every question. Okay, 5 minutes to critically think, and in those 5 minutes I am going to help you out. I am going to give you hints also so that you can do it. Okay, so now the first question, I feel that the first question should be very much comfortable. Okay, what do you think the first question subtopic would be? First question subtopic, tell me the subtopic of very first question. I think you all are comfortable with domain of a function. Okay, yes or no? How many of you feel that, ma'am, domain of a function, I think I can pull it off. I can solve questions related to domain of a function. Tell me in the chat box. Yes, Shadow. Yes, Sabrinath. Yes, Darshan. Comfortable, everybody? Domain of a function. So I will give you a question from domain of a function. Okay, hold on. This, yes, find the domain of. The very first question is from domain of a function. Okay. Functions, yes. Mostly we'll do functions, quadratic equations questions, because these 2 chapters I feel a lot of you have already done. Okay. So that will be like, okay, I have done this. So it will give you a good feeling that, okay, I have done this chapter. So I have not taken any chapter which you may or may not have completed. Okay. Alrighty. Yes. 5 minutes start now. All right. Yes. So 5 minutes. Okay. So 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Now obviously you are seeing a square root over here. So you must be thinking that expression inside the square root should always be positive. I think this particular, the very first step, everybody will be like, yes ma'am, I can understand that this expression which is inside the square root should be greater than or equals to 0. Yes or no? Everybody will agree to it? Yes. 5 minutes. 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left. Okay, 1 minute. And one more new hint I am going to drop. Darshan is saying where to start itself. See, for domain, if you see any square root, if you have seen my session, I have told you whenever you see square root and you're looking for a domain, expression inside the square root should always be non-negative. That means expression inside the square root should be greater than or equal to 0. Okay? Yes? Nithilan is giving answer. Okay. Piyush is also giving answer. Darshan, yes. All right. So 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left. Annoying Clips is also giving answer. Okay. I think this question, some people are at least able to do that. Okay. I am so happy. All right. Ryan is also saying all real numbers. Gokul Raj is also saying all real numbers. Okay. All right. Arun is saying it is even power, so are all real numbers. Not really, not really, not really. Maybe, see, now understand one more thing, and this is one advice from Ninja Ma'am, okay. Obviously, the final answer is important. Giving final answer is something which boosts our confidence, but you know what? Our focus should be on the approach, not the final answer. Our focus should be on the solution part, not the final answer. The final answer is the outcome of the approach. Okay? All right. Yes. So even if some people are already giving the answers in the chat box, my ninja tip of the day is always understand. Sometimes it happens that we get the answer right, but our approach is wrong. Okay. So there are very less chance, if we are on that track, there are very less chances that we are going to ace in JEE Advanced. If you want to ace JEE Advanced, your solution should be very clear. Every step should be absolutely crystal clear that why exactly it is doing that. Okay. Alrighty. Yes. So now I think I am going to reveal the solution. See, now I am going to tell you the trick also. First of all, see, whenever you see that the express, first thing is, it is very obvious that first thing over here is solution. That x power 14 minus x power 11 plus x power 6 minus x cube. See, there is odd power as well. Okay, plus x square minus x plus 1 should be greater than or equals to 0. Now understand what I am trying to explain it to you. Just tell me, whenever there is alternate one observation. What is the observation? Tell me. Ma'am, observation over here is, ma'am, alternate odd even powers is there. Can you see 14, 11, right? Then 6, 3, 2, 1. So, ma'am, alternate odd even power. And one more thing, that ma'am, alternate sign is also there. So whenever this is the scenario, no, there is a fixed approach. To that kind of solution. There is a fixed approach. Whenever you see such scenario, there is a fixed approach. Okay, what is the fixed approach? Understand? X greater than or equals to 1. Okay, then this is x greater than, strictly greater than 1. 1 is very important in mathematics. You know what happens? Especially when it comes to higher power. Okay, 1 is very important. X greater than 1, then we have x less than 1, and then we have x is equals to 1. Okay, so I think x is equals to 1. X is equals to 1 is absolutely easy. You can put the value, put x is equals to 1. Tell me what will happen to this expression when x is equal to 1. So ma'am, if you put 1, this is 1 minus 1, 0. 1 minus 1, 0. 1 minus 1, 0. And eventually the moment you put x is equals to 1, it is going to be 1 greater than or equals to 0, which is a true statement. That means x is equals to 1 is allowed in your domain. X is equals to 1 is actually giving f of 1 is what? Square root of 1, which is okay. 1 we will accept as our domain, right? What is domain? I hope you know the domain. Domain means that all the values of x for which my fx is defined. So if I put x is equals to 1, my fx is defined. Okay, my fx will only be not defined if I get negative values inside the square root. So this expression, if at all this expression is negative, then there is a problem. Otherwise, there will be no problem. I hope the agenda or the definition is clear. Now, x greater than 1. Suppose x is greater than 1, right? X greater than 1, suppose 2. Put suppose 2, suppose 3. If x is greater than 1, then tell me one thing, that x power 14 minus x power 11, only these two expressions. Ma'am, x power 14 minus x power 11. So, obviously, if there is some x which is greater than 1, this will be positive only. And the second expression, x power 6 minus x cube. So, ma'am, this is also, this expression will always be positive. And x square minus x will also be positive. And 1 is anyway positive. So, if I divide this whole expression in 1, 2, 3, 4 parts, all 4 parts are positive. All 4 parts are positive. That means for every x greater than 1, you want to put you want to put x greater than 1. So, you want to put 2, 3, 4, 5, 100, 200, any number which is greater than 1. This expression will always be positive. This is so obvious. Now, for x less than 1. Now, for x less than 1. Now, x less than 1 means x is a fraction. Okay. Now, please understand one concept over here. See, suppose x is equals to fraction. X is equals to suppose 0.1. Okay. Now, tell me 0.1 power 3 and 0.1 power 1. Which one will be bigger? The higher the power, the lesser will be the number. So, this one will be what? This one will be lesser and this one will be greater. So, whenever you have fraction, if fraction power, so fraction you want to compare, if the power is higher, the number will be lesser. Check it on the calculator. But you know what? If your x is equals to 10, then things will be different. 10 cube and 10 power 1. Then this power 3 will be the greater one. Okay. So, when x is greater than 1, higher power number will be greater. But if x is less than 1, okay, higher power number will be lesser. Got it, everybody? Yes, getting it? Okay. So, now if I go back, if x is less than 1, then if I talk about this expression, x power 14 minus x power 11, this will be negative. This will be negative. Okay. So, we can't actually go with this. Here it will be positive because x greater than 1. So, the power will be higher, the number will be greater. Okay. This power is less, so number is less. So, that is why bigger minus smaller will give you positive only. But here if I write x power 14 minus x power 11, this will not be positive. This will be negative because fraction power 14 will be greater and fraction power 11 will be lesser. I hope you are getting this. So, ma'am, what to do now? Okay. So, now what we are going to do is, now understand, We'll try a different approach in this. Ma'am, what is the approach? Yes. So now 1 minus x, I will club different things over here. I am not going to club the same thing which I did over here. Different approach. 1 minus x, tell me. If x is less than 1, that means x is a fraction. Take any fraction, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, pick any fraction. 1 minus x, these two things, tell me. Ma'am, 1 minus x will be positive. I can take guarantee of 1 minus x, that is going to be positive. So, 1 minus x is going to be positive even if my x is fraction. Yes or no? Guaranteed. X is 0.7 suppose. So, ma'am, 1 minus 0.7 positive, any fraction. Okay. Alright, now I am going to talk about these two things. X square minus x cube. Okay, now tell me, x square minus x cube. Will this be positive? So, ma'am, hold on. If you square a fraction, it will be bigger. And if you cube a fraction, it will be smaller. So, bigger minus smaller, ma'am, positive. Okay, now what we are going to do is, we are going to talk about these two. X power 6 minus x power 11. Again, ma'am, same thing, positive. And last but not the least, x power 14, which is isolated, but it is positive. Because anyway, x power 14, positive. 14 means even power, anyway positive. So, everything now is positive. That means for x less than 1, if x is less than 1, no, then 2, my expression is positive. That means what we are trying to say is, see, x is equals to 1. For x is equals to 1, my fx is positive. For x greater than 1, fx is positive. For x less than 1, my fx, not fx, the expression inside the square root. Not fx, the expression inside the square root, right? The expression inside the square root is positive. Here also expression inside the square root is positive. Here also expression inside the square root is positive. Okay, ma'am. Okay, now we are getting. That means, ma'am, did you just say that even if I put x greater than 1, this expression will be positive. Even if I put x less than 1, this expression is still positive. Even if I put x is equals to 1, this expression is positive. So, finally, the answer is x belongs to all real. This is the final answer. Done and dusted. Question number 1, done and dusted. Ready for the next question? Ready for the next question? Chalo, tell me, what do you want? So, I will give you a basic question on remainder theorem. Remainder theorem, come on. Remainder theorem, though, we have already done in grade 10. And you know what? I will remind you also. I will give you a quick recall also. Okay? Alright. I will give you a quick recall also. So now, this is the question in front of your screen. If you can see. These questions are for JEE Advanced. Okay. Alright. Both class 11th and 12th students can attempt these questions because the topic I have chosen is functions and quadratic equation, like basic topics. Okay. Now understand, this is your fx. Okay. And now question is saying that if fx is divided by this expression, it gives remainder g of x. This is for advanced only. Eklavya Batch is for advanced. I hope you should know. See, fx is this. If fx is divided by this, it gives remainder g of x. Okay, classify gx. Classify means what? Tell me. Classify means that you have to tell whether the gx is 1, 1 or many 1. Okay, you have to tell whether your g. Basically, first of all, you have to calculate gx. Okay. You have to calculate gx. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, now I will give you the concept over here. So concept says that suppose f of x, you divide f of x with what, ma'am? X square and x square minus 1. Okay, so this is your divisor. Yes, this is your divisor. This is your dividend. And remainder is your g of x. Remainder is your g of x. And whatever you're going to get is quotient. Okay, and simply the division rule, this is a basic division rule. Okay, let me tell you. See, this is 3, this is your 5. Okay, so this is your divisor and this is your dividend. Okay, so 3 ones are 3 minus 2, this is your remainder. Okay, so now this 5, which is equals to dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Yes or no? Dividend is equals to dividend, this is your dividend, right? Dividend, what is dividend? 5. 5 is your dividend. Dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So can you see 3 ones are 3 plus 2. So here also dividend f of x is equals to this multiply quotient. So x square minus 1 into q plus remainder. This is q is nothing but q of x plus remainder. In the question, remainder is nothing but g of x. So this is your g of x. So I have given you the hint over here. Hint is already given. And now with this hint, fx is equals to x square. Let me go back. So with this hint, you can start off this question. Okay. So hint is f of x is equal to q into x square minus 1 plus g of x. Correct? Okay, everybody? You don't have to long division it. Long division I am not promoting. I am just telling you the basics of division. Just this thing. I am not saying to divide it. I am just telling you the concept. Okay? You don't have to divide anything. Okay? Now what do you want in this? Just apply your brains, apply the remainder theorem and get the value of g of x. Okay? So now I am going to give you 3 more minutes because 2 minutes are already done. Okay? So 3 more minutes. 3 minutes to go. Think. So this is fx will be divided. So dividend is equals to quotient into divisor plus remainder. Only this much I was telling you. You have how to find q. Arun, why exactly do you want to find q? What are they asking? They are asking g of x. They are not asking you to calculate q. Focus on g of x. Think about what could be the degree of g of x. Acha, hint number 2. Hint number 2. Hint 1. Hint number 2. Think about degree of g of x. Tell me, who can tell me the degree of g of x? It is so obvious that gx is a polynomial because everything is a polynomial. If you divide polynomial by polynomial, eventually the answer will be what? Polynomial only, na? Right? Yes, I am going to teach integrals, don't worry. Jeffin is saying, let me invite my friend here. Why? I don't want many one or one. Atharv, I want g of x. Who can tell me g of x? G of x. I want g of x. All right, so I think we are done. Now I think we should start question. Okay, hints already given to you. So now, first of all, think about it. See, I'll go here and tell me, divisor is x power 4. I am here to debate about degree of gx. Degree of gx. If you have done any division, any polynomial division, class 9 book, if you pick class 9 book, you will realize if you divide something by any polynomial, the remainder over here will always be 1 degree less. Gx cannot be power 4. Gx will always be, because see, if you are going to get power 4, suppose you are going to get x power 4 plus something, here also x power 4, then one more division, one more cycle of division will be applicable. So if you are going to divide, then x power 4 will be done, and then after that you are going to get x cube. So gx over here will be, so degree of gx will be what? Degree of gx. Degree will be equals to what? 3 or less than 3. Less than or equals to 3 basically. Less than or equals to 3. Degree will be either 3 or 2 or 1, or it could be constant, but degree 4, it should be less than degree 4. That means degree will be less than or equals to 3. Are you getting my point? Yes. This one thing degree of gx, so less than or equals to 3 is my degree. So now gx. So fx is equals to quotient. Then this is what? x square minus 1 plus g of x. G of x is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Okay, now understand this thing. Fx, if I look at the fx, can you see that fx is having a factor x square? Fx having a factor x square, yes or no? So that, what does that mean? That right hand side of fx should also give me x square as a factor. Okay, so now right hand side, if you look, you will realize that this is the giving x square as factor. But what about this? So ma'am, this is also giving x square, this is also giving x square, but this is a problem. This is a problem. Cx plus d is not letting me x square common from both the sides. That means c and d both are equals to 0. That means your gx is just ax cube plus bx square. Ax cube plus bx square. Okay, ax cube plus bx square. Now one thing, tell me that if I put x is equals to 1 and minus 1. Put x is equals to 1 and minus 1 in this whole thing. Okay. Take x square common. First of all, now take x square common. I think it's the time, take x square common. So fx, if you take x square common, it will be x power 2008. So it is x power 2008. Okay. Plus x power 1008 minus 5 x power 508 and plus x power 208 and plus 1. This is your fx after calculating, after actually dividing by x square. Divide by x square. Okay, so divide by x square. This is your left hand side. On the right hand side, you will get q x square minus 1 plus, if you take x square common, what will you get, ma'am? Ax plus b. Yes or no? This is your final equation. Everybody clear? Everybody clear? Yes or no? Okay, ma'am. Clear. Okay, clear. Now what I'm going to do is put x is equals to 1 and minus 1. So if you put x is equals to 1, what will happen, ma'am? 1 plus 1, 2. Then it is minus 1. Correct? So this is cancelled. So this is what? Tell me. 3. If you put x is equals to 1, you'll get, see, this 1 cancels. So 3 is equals to, if you put 1, this is gone because x square, 1 square minus 1. So this is a plus b. Okay, a plus b. Now if you put minus 1, what will you get, ma'am? Minus 1 if you put now, then also can you see the left hand side is all powers even. If you put minus 1, you will get same. Ma'am, 3 is equals to minus 1 pe this is also gone 0. Okay, and this is minus a plus b. Now see your gx is what? Tell me. Ma'am, gx is actually ax cube plus b x square. Yes or no? This was my original gx because cx plus d 0. Cx plus d 0, right? So now these are the two equations. You just have to solve it. Tell me, if you add, ma'am, 2b is equals to 6, so b is equals to 3. And if b is 3, a will be 0. So that means that your gx is equals to what? 3x square finally. 3x square. So classify g of x. Tell me, 3x square. Upward facing parabola, clearly. This is a many one function. Many one function. Many one. Okay, first of all. Second, can you see that G, as per the question R to R, the codomain is all real values. Okay, codomain is all real values. And you know what? The range of 3x square, range. The range of 3x square will be what? Ma'am, range of gx will be greater than or equals to 0, right? Range of gx will be what? Greater than or equals to 0. It will never be minus infinity to plus infinity. Hence, it is an onto function. Question number 2. How was it, by the way? Huh? How was it? Okay, I can see. Hello, welcome Nitish. Welcome. All right. Clear? Everybody? Chalo. Shall we move on to the next problem now? Tell me. Acha. If we are actually going on this track, then I think the third question over here is again from surjective, means all onto. Perfect. JEE Advanced, na? Now this is not very difficult, but yeah, we are on that same tangent now. One, many one, on two, into. So we. Okay. Jeffin is saying little bit difficult. One student every day, every 10 o'clock, he used to come JEE aspirant, and he used to like write in the chat box, ma'am, do some difficult ones. Ma'am, do some difficult ones. That student is missing today. Acha, now this is the third question, okay? So now f is from r to minus 2 to infinity. This is a decent question, not very difficult, not very easy, just conceptual question, okay? So now this is your f, okay? Fx is given as this, be a surjective function, then find k, okay? So clearly I am going to give you 5 minutes to solve this, and now you have got 4 minutes. Every JEE advanced session I used to take, na, that student used to come, ma'am, please take difficult, this is so easy, please don't teach this, this is so easy. Now he is not there. I am like missing him. Nitish, just watch that question one more time. This is live, already available. I feel now you should also move on and think about this question. Okay. Doing it? Acha, think about this. If you were there in my session when I taught you functions, be it sigma express or sigma batch. Yes, Nitilan, I told you. Nitilan is there kya? Yes, Nitilan is from sigma batch, right? So I have told you about polynomial functions, specifically that cubic function, cubic polynomial. Specifically cubic polynomial. Nitilan is here, right? Nitilan, tell me. I have given a note in YouTube session, in Sigma batch both, that if there is this cubic function, the range we know. The range we know. For quadratic or even degree polynomial also the range we know. Okay, so think in that direction. Think in that direction. Hint I am giving. Okay, hint. Hint, hint, hint. Okay, 2 minutes to go. Hint. Okay, understand the agenda of today's session. I don't want you to solve. Solve, I know. If you know the approach, you'll be able to solve it. But my agenda is you think about it. Think about it. Okay? No, I didn't forget you, Ibu. But Ibu, you're not coming these days, huh? You're not coming regularly these days in Sigma batch. Alia, Sigma batch is our batch where like is a regular JEE batch for English students. Pujita is saying minus infinity to infinity. Is it? Is it? No. Shall I solve? Hint I have already given you. I'll write hint. That cubic polynomial range. Can anybody tell me? Range of cubic polynomial. General range of cubic polynomial and range of quadratic polynomial also. I remember all of you, Arun, absolutely. Arun, I remember. I used to watch replay due to my school timing, but I am regular in replays. Okay. Arun is regular, I know. Okay, but yes. Shall we? Nitilan, you are close. See, my hints are working, na? Chalo. My hints are working. So, Nitilan, I think my hint, Nitilan catched it. And now you can read Nitilan's comment. He has decoded it. So now you can go with what Nitilan has said. So I'm giving you 1 more minute. Yes, I know Vidyal batch. Yes, Nitish. Vidyal batch, Vedantu batch. All Vedantu people, huh? See, now you understand this particular session. I don't want you to like solve it. Obviously, I want you to solve it completely, but I know that you have to think, you have to develop critical thinking, especially for JEE Advanced. JEE Main, without critical thinking, you can still clear it by keep on doing same variety question. But in JEE Advanced, you have to train your brain, you have to train your mind that, oh, this is a new question and now how to think critically. Okay, yes, now understand. First of all, range of cubic polynomial is minus infinity to plus infinity. And as per this particular question, this is my codomain. This is my codomain. Right? So range is, if at all, for some value of k, this is a cubic polynomial, right? So range of fx will be minus infinity to plus infinity. And you know what? The codomain must be the superset. How many of you know this? That for into function, codomain is actually set of range. But for onto, or you can call it as surjective also, codomain should be equals to range. But can you see if this is a cubic function, a cubic polynomial, if you let fx be a cubic polynomial, right, then I think this is not even possible. Codomain has to be superset and range has to be subset, but Can you see codomain is actually restricted one and range is minus infinity to plus infinity? It cannot happen. That means fx can never be cubic. So fx not a cubic one, not a cubic polynomial, right? It cannot happen. So k power 4 minus 5k square plus 4 should be equals to 0. Then only the cubic will go away. Okay, so now this is what? K square minus 1 and k square minus 4 is equals to 0. So k is equals to plus minus 1 comma plus minus 2. But now, so this is first half of the question. Okay, this is first half of the question. Now, one more thing, since we know, see I had written on 2. The next step would be, now your fx is what? Tell me now, ma'am, fx has become x square plus 2kx minus 1. This is my fx. Now codomain is this. Okay. Now since it is an onto function, we know that codomain and range should be equal. How to calculate range of a quadratic polynomial? Tell me. Ma'am, range of quadratic polynomial is minus d by 4a to infinity. Okay, so that means if I match minus d by 4a for this polynomial should be equals to minus 2. Let's equate this. That's it. You are done. This is the last thing you can do. So, ma'am, minus d. So, discriminant. Ma'am, b square. So, minus minus cancel. B square. So, 4k square minus 4ac. So, plus 4 upon 2a. So, this is going to be upon 4a, upon 4 is going to be 2. So, 4 cancel. So, k square plus 1 is equals to 2. K square plus 1 is equals to 2. What does that mean? That means k square is equals to 1. So, answer of k is equals to plus minus 1. This is your final answer. I told you now, after the first step, this is not a very difficult question. After first step, this is not a very difficult question. Gokul Raj, you missed. This is minus 1. This is minus 1. Okay, alrighty. Now, one more question. Two more question. Everyone, 2 more question. Ma'am, why you equate with minus 2? Nitish, tell me na. Tell me. This was the question, right? Tell me. The condition of this whole situation, the whole situation is saying that your fx is surjective. Surjective means onto. Now, Nitish, you tell me. Onto means what? Onto means codomain and range should be equal. Now, where is codomain? Where is codomain? Tell me. Where is codomain? Codomain, ma'am, codomain is always written in the second set. F is such that from R to R. So, this is your domain. This is your codomain. This is your codomain. Okay, codomain. And what about range? Tell me. So, range of quadratic. How many of you know this formula? How to calculate range of quadratic? Ma'am, range of quadratic is minus d by 4a to infinity. That means this is the range, this is the codomain, these should be equal. Range and codomain should be equal. This is your range. Range and codomain should be equal. So, minus d by 4a is equals to 2. Are you getting my point now? Yes. That is why this is equals to 2. Okay, now the next question. Okay, this is, I think, so many people fear from, this is for both class 11th and 12th, because this is from functions chapter, which is in both the 11th and 12th class both. Now just, yes, PNC will do, PNC also, don't worry. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Now fractional part and GIF part. Who is, now this though I think, I don't know, I have finally most expected part. This I have kept it in the end. So last two questions. Bonus question if you want I can give, or if not I can give you a homework question also. A homework question also I can give. Okay, hint. See, here hint is, you know, that x is nothing but GIF of x plus fractional part of x, right? Okay. So here, can you see, this is fractional part. This is normal x. This is GIF x. Three different kind of functions are involved over here. Three different kind of functions are involved over here. So with this relation, can we just eliminate one? Can we just eliminate one? And you know what? I would advise you to eliminate x. Eliminate x. This is my hint. Okay, whenever you see there are multiple variables, you have to eliminate something. Now, eliminating x will help. Eliminate x. Tell the value of x. X value. Yes, Gokulraj, I think. Yes, Nithilan. Partially correct. Partially correct. Nitish is telling me the range of x. Range of x. Not really. Chalo, let's solve. Okay. So I told you that you have to see. Now understand the approach. Now you have applied your brains, because these are the types of questions where you these are the category where you get something in terms of fractional part of x and greatest integer function. So whenever you get such function, any function, by the way, I'll give you homework also, same homework I am going to give it to you. But you have to listen to me, only then you would be able to do it. There is a technique involved over here. Understand the technique. Learn the technique. Okay? So whenever you see fractional part, GIF of x and x, the very first step is you have to eliminate x and. Now hint is replaced by trick or technique. Okay, fixed trick. This is your fixed trick. Whenever you see fractional part of x and GIF of x, right? You have to eliminate x and calculate fractional part of x in terms of GIF of x. Okay? First step clear? Yes, I think Atharv is getting answer also, but I would like all of you to learn this technique. So ma'am, for fractional part of x, okay, is equals to, it is going to be GIF of x plus fractional part of x plus GIF of x. Yes. Now, this is going to be 2 times GIF of x and 3 times fractional part of x. Now, ma'am has told specifically that calculate the value of fractional part of x. Okay. Calculate the value of fractional part of x is equals to 2 by 3 greatest integer function of x. Okay. Fractional part of x will be equal to 2 by 3 GIF x. First step clear, but ma'am, why are we even doing that? What exactly after this step, what are you trying to achieve? You know what? I know one very interesting fact about fractional part of x. What is that fact? Fractional part of x always lies between 0 close to 1 open. How many of you are aware of this? Fractional part of x always lie between 0 close to 1 open. Right? Okay. So now, if fractional part of x lies between this, then my 2 by 3 GIF of x will be strictly less than 1 and greater than or equals to 0. Just solve this inequality and you will realize what I'm trying to say. Okay, ma'am. So this means that now this inequality will say that, ma'am, GIF of x, see, you multiply 3 by 2 less than 3 by 2, and you know what, anyway the left hand side is 0, so 0 multiply 3 is 0, divide by 2 is 0, so this is going to be 0. Now this will tell you everything. Just tell me, this is GIF, greatest integer function, which is an integer. Greatest integer function, which is an integer, any integer lying between 0 and 1.5. So I think on this earth, there are only 2 integers which is going to satisfy this inequality. Tell me. So that means my GIF of x is either 0, 1. Yes or no? GIF of x, not x. Right now, the picture is still left. The picture is still left. Please do not get excited. Still, we have to go a long way. Okay, right now, we have reached over here, which is GIF of x is equals to 0, 1. Right? GIF of x. So, see approach. This is your approach. Okay, this is your approach over here. This is your approach. Okay. So, what is the approach? Understand. First of all, what did you do? You just eliminated x from this very equation. Eliminated x. Yes, ma'am. Calculated fractional part of x in terms of GIF of x, and then you used this information and calculate GIF of x, which is 0 and 1. Now understand, to calculate x, what do you want? Ma'am, we want x. To calculate x, you want GIF plus fractional part both. Now you have to take case number 1. Case number 1, right? Case number 1. Case 1. Case 1. When your GIF x is equals to 0. Now use this expression. Which expression? This expression. Use this expression and calculate. Use this expression and calculate fractional part of x. Calculate fractional part of x. Because what do you want? Ma'am, we want x. So now you have GIF, so you want fractional part. You add these two, you will get x. That's what we are doing. So ma'am, my GIF is 0, so you put GIF is equals to 0, your fractional part of x will be equals to 0 if you put it over here. Okay, so GIF 0, fractional part 0, so your x will be equals to 0 plus 0. So this is your first thing over here. Now case number 2. Case number 2. Ma'am, GIF of x is equals to 1. Okay. So, ma'am, fractional part of x is equals to 2 by 3 GIF of x. If you put over here, fractional part is 2 by 3. So, now can you see? GIF is 1, fractional part is 2 by 3, x is equals to 1 plus 2 by 3, which is equals to 5 by 3. So, this is your another answer. This is your another answer. So, answer number 1, answer number 2. So, final answer, tell me, final answer is going to be x is equals to 0, 5 by 3. Tell me. Are you getting this? This is a fixed category. Can you see fixed technique? Okay. So now I am giving you one question. One more question, homework question I will give you in same category, okay? So one homework question, I have explained you the trick. One homework question, I'll give it to you. You solve it and let me know in the comment section, okay? So GIF of x plus 1 is equals to 2x minus half. Solve it, okay? And let me know. See, this is the same template. If you have understood the template now, then you will understand. Now, one more question on GIF and fractional part of x. And yes, Atharv, I told you, no, some people are giving correct answers, but I didn't want to reveal the final answers. Okay, now this is the question and this is the last question. After that, I am going to reveal about Eklavya Batch. Okay. Now, this is actually a difficult question. I think this one is, see, some questions are like that. If you see the solution, you'll be like, fine, I can do that. But if I ask you to do that without solution at all, trust me, without understanding a solution is easy, but thinking that, oh, this should be the first step, this should be the second step, that is the difficult thing in this particular question. If I'll give you the solution, you'll be like, oh, acha, I'm understanding. This is that kind. Ibu, are you here? Ma'am, what book are you using now? Like book? Which book? Solving, last question. See, obviously, we have seen, by the way, let me write that inverse. How to calculate F inverse? There are some steps involved, right? There are some steps involved that to calculate F inverse x, express x in terms of y. Express x in terms of y. Yes? And then eventually what? Interchange x and y. Step number 1, step number 2. Interchange x and y. This is, I am writing, this is not a hint, but this is something which should be known to solve inverse of any function. Now, what is the hint? Hint is use, now because obviously the very first step will be very difficult. The very first step, that ma'am, how to express x in terms of y? Huh? How to express x in terms of y? That is the main challenge. So hint is use GIF of x plus fractional part of x is equals to x. Use this. Yes, Ibu, I called you. I was like, you are there or not? Shall I tell this question? I will reveal. Huh? Because I know, see, even if you are not able to make it to the final answer, but I just want you to think critically. How will your brain expand? How will that happen? Hi JEE aspirant. Chalo, I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Shall I tell you the solution? Acha, by the way, if you have not, I don't know how many of you have seen my video. I have posted a video. Show some love, okay? This is the video I am talking about. See, this is the video. Can you see this? If you go to the channel, this is the video. JEE Advanced 2024 PYQ using the shortcut, okay? So make sure that you like this session, like, okay, not over like, and comment ninja technique if you want me to keep creating such videos, okay? Alrighty. Yes. Chalo. I think now is the time I should reveal what is the solution now. Listen to me carefully, huh? Listen to me carefully. This question, so I also had to think that, oh, what kind of question is this, huh? So even this question actually toggled my brain also. That's why I kept it in the very end. And I was like, this question though I have to take, huh? Acha. So usually when you find inverse, the easy question means that easily you will be able to calculate x in terms of y. The first step will be very easy. But now clearly that I cannot do that. Okay. So first thing I will write, which is y is equals to GIF x plus square root of fractional part of x. Now I cannot do anything in this. I cannot do. Even if I use, see, if GIF of x I will exclude, then it will not be a good thing. See, using this right here will not make any sense. Why? Because see, GIF of x will be what? X minus fractional part of x. X minus fractional part of x. So that will actually do nothing. I can't do anything. So we need to think something else then. Okay. So now what? We have to leave this. We'll use it. Leave this and think about the property in y. This property I am going to write in terms of y, ma'am. Y is equals to GIF of y. Sorry, y is equals to GIF of y plus fractional part of y. Can I write in this manner? Tell me. Can I write in this manner? Okay. Yes, this is a property. This is the property, and you know what? This particular interchange x and y. Interchange x and y. See, first step I cannot do. Second step though I can do, na? Second step I can do, right? Yes, ma'am. Second step I can do. I can interchange. If you interchange, then what will happen? Then your x is equals to, so x will be equals to what? GIF of y plus square root of fractional part of y. To calculate in a inverse, eventually what you need to do is, see, this is your property. You can use this property for every element, x, y, anything. Yes, how ma'am we should replace? Yes, funny videos, yes. We should, so we have replaced, okay. So in this given equation, x and y interchange. So what we have done is, we have used this second thing over here, x, y interchange. Now, this is the property and this is something which you have to do. So you will realize that GIF y is equals to GIF y. Right? Okay. So can you see that GIF y is equals to GIF y over here? Or what you can do is, right now, what you can do is, hold on, yes. This is the property. I think step 2 will do a little later, step 2. Hold on for step 2, but right now what I can do is, yes. This is also y, this is also y. This is also y, this is also y. This is integral part, okay. I am going to compare. See, this is second. This is your second. Comparing first and second. Can I compare first and second? First and second I can compare. Right or wrong? Because comparing, how will comparing happen? Y is equals to this integer plus fraction. This will always be fraction. And y is equals to integer plus fraction. So these two will become equal. Integer, integer equate. And fractional, fractional equate. Integer, integer equate and fractional, fractional equate. Yes or no? Yes or no? Integer, integer equate and fractional, fractional equate. So from here, fractional part of y is equals to square root of fractional part of x. Can I write this way? Can I write this way? Yes? Okay, let me repeat, okay. So this was the question which was given to you. This was the question which was given to you. Y is equals to GIF x plus fractional part of x was given to you. And this I have written using the property. Okay. Now, question y is this. Property y is this. Now, y is equals to, this is integral plus fractional part. This is y is equals to integral plus fractional part. Integer, integer equate. So that means GIF x is equals to GIF y and fractional, fractional equate done. Fractional, fractional equate is done. Okay. Right? Clear? So now what I'm going to do is here. See here, this. Right now the interchange is not done. Please hold on, interchange is not done. So here x is equals to GIF x. GIF x will be replaced by GIF y. See, my agenda was to express x in terms of y. Express x in terms of y. Yes, so I am trying to do that by manipulation. X is equals to GIF x, which is GIF y plus. Now can you see GIF x, sorry, fractional part of x. See, fractional part of x is equals to fractional part of y square. Can I use it? This is fractional part of y square. So now I think this step 1 is done. Step number 1 done. Step number 1 done. This step is done. Okay, x is expressed in terms of, completely in terms of y, just by manipulation. Now step number 2, interchange. Step 2, interchange y and x, you will get it. So can you see this is your answer, which is matching with option A. If you allow me, I can explain you one more time, because I know that this question blew my mind also. That, oh, what is this? Okay, so first of all, this was the question. Okay, step number 1, express x in terms of y, which I was not able to do nicely. So I tried to write some equations. With the help of those equations, I did that. First equation is y is equals to GIF y plus fractional part of y. Now I compared integral part comparison and fractional comparison. So GIF x and y became equal, and root of fractional part of x is equal to this. And if you square, you will get this. Now hold on here and come here. X is GIF x plus fractional part of x. So GIF x is y and fractional part of x is y square. So now you have successfully expressed x in terms of y. Successfully expressed x in terms of y. The moment you are done, you have to interchange x and y, and clearly option A is absolutely right. Just watch this particular question one more time, and I am going to give you the brief about our Eklavya batch. Okay, so can you see that JEE Advanced, you know what, this is amongst the world's toughest exam, one of the world's toughest exam. If you list down 5 examination, your JEE Advanced will top among those 5, like it will place among those 5 examination, right? So now every year 15 lakh students will give JEE main. But you know what? Only 20,000 to 25,000 students get that IIT tag. Okay. So clearly 97% students fail. So you know what? I was reading one article from IIT Delhi chairman that JEE Advanced exam is the exam of rejection. It is not to select somebody. It is to reject rest 97% students, so that those 3% students automatically get selected. So it is the exam of rejection, not selection. Okay. So now how to not get rejected? Your question should not be how to get selected, how to not get rejected. Okay. Because this is the exam of rejection. So what happens? What wrong we do? See, we all have brain. Sometimes we also see that we do difficult questions. As we can see that in the chat box, I was seeing so many correct answers. Like Nitish was giving right answers also, some wrong answers also. But you know what? JEE Advanced is not about solving one question, one difficult question correctly. Okay. It is also about strategy, that you have to do everything right. Just one question, you can't be just one question wonder, oh, I have brain, I will prove it and I'll go. No. Then what will the world do with that? If you have brain, just apply your brain in the right path. You want some strategy, you want some consistent preparation, you want expert mentorship, and you have to get rid of that fear of JEE Advanced. Okay. So for that, we are launching Eklavya Batch. Okay. From where? Yes, Eklavya Batch for 2026 aspirants basically. Okay. And this program is actually result giving program. If you go and check, okay, so the percentage of selection, this is very quality batch. This batch is very different. We are not calling any random batch as an Eklavya batch. It is a JEE Advanced batch which is for serious aspirants. Okay, you can see the results also over here. By the way, very limited size of batch is there, and the quality of teachers, because those teachers are training JEE Advanced students since a decade. I will show it to you. This is our JEE 2025 result. Then we have 2024 results, 2023. Okay, every year we are being very serious. And all the students, if you go and check, these are the organic reviews. Okay, targeting under 3000 rank in JEE Advanced. Okay, you can check the reviews also. Okay, how do I get below 100 rank in JEE Advanced? Can you see? IIT Bombay CAC 2025, Kevin, you can check out also, right? All right, now we have this. How would Eklavya 2026 look like? It will have 4 phases, because we all are aware. See, Sigma batch is also trained for JEE Advanced, absolutely. We all are aware, to reach till JEE Advanced level, we need to have absolute clarity for JEE Main. We can't say that, okay, JEE Main is a different and JEE Advanced is a difference. No. The first priority is building the base of our JEE Main. Target the first attempt for JEE Main, so that you don't have to rely on second attempt, and you can use that particular time specially for JEE Advanced. Because if your brain will be like, oh, I have to give April attempt, I have to ace the April attempt, then you won't be able to focus on JEE Advanced. So the priority will be given to January attempt. Score 250 plus in JEE Main, JEE Main January attempt. That should be your target. And after that, keep your JEE Main aside. Do not focus on second attempt. Your first attempt should be your best attempt. So can you see phase 1, class 11th, whatever you have done shit in class 11th, phase 1 we are going to do that. Phase 2, strengthening the core part. Phase number 3, JEE Main phase. I told you, January attempt is the ultimate target till January. After January attempt is done, then February say Eklavya batch will be like activated like anything, and you will be trained for JEE Advanced left, right and center. Okay, so all the 4 phases you can see: phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 and phase 4. The moment you are done with JEE Main first attempt, February to May 3-hour class daily and 8 to 10 hour of homework session will be happening. Okay, so yes, I think we have pretty much covered, and in a nutshell, what Eklavya 2026 will give you, see, more than 450 hours of classes will be there. Okay, more than 350 hours of testing will be there, more 500 questions excluding test, and 7500 questions including test. So can you see over here? So meet your master teachers also, who will be teaching. So physics will be taken by, can you see the experience? Rank produced, and this is in-house Vedantu ranks. All India rank 11, 15, 21, 35, 41, 43, 47, 48. And you can see the podcast also, Shreyas sir and Vikas sir, physics combo, just had the podcast. So you will gain a lot of things from that podcast as well. Okay, then there are a couple of teachers from chemistry also, from mathematics also. So this is our teacher. He is training for Olympiads, and he is mentoring for JEE Advanced as well. Okay, Nithilan has joined JEE Advanced, right? So it will get started after 17th August. So registration link is already given in the description box, and if you want detailed information for Eklavya batch, there is a dedicated video made by Shreyas sir. You can check it out. So right now for freedom sale, this is for Independence Day sale is going on. So that is why this batch is in discount. Otherwise, Eklavya batch is very much, what do we say, close to Vedantu. Okay, we all like Vedantu CEOs closely observe every student progress from Eklavya batch. Okay, because see, this is the only batch which is our hope, because students get rank from this particular batch. Okay, mostly. And for 11th, acha, vector next. Yes, I saw you. Yes, noted, please. Okay, and in that batch, in that batch, if you enroll for that batch, you will get rank accelerator books also. That is enough for JEE Advanced. So this is also is one of the key features. Okay. So, but yes, so if at all you want to purchase just rank accelerator book, only books, so this is what the price is. But if you want the combo, that accelerator books as well as Eklavya Batch, then this is what you have to pay. Okay. Alrighty. Yes. Okay. Now, one more thing, by the way, if you are enrolled already now in Sigma batch or maybe Vidyal batch, okay, so then you can get 10% discount. Okay. So yes, you can get additional discount if you are enrolled already in Sigma batch. So yes, link is given in the description box, and I am done for today, and I'm going to see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we have session right at 8 o'clock for class 12th aspirants. So tomorrow we'll see, and make sure that you comment that which chapter do you want next. Like Atharvata is writing vectors, but what about others? Do you want limits, continuity, differentiability, integration, So many chapters are there, so just comment below that which chapter questions do you want next. Okay, chalo, bye bye, good night, see you.